You've probably heard of Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and the product architect for Tesla, but have you heard about his brother Kimbal Musk, who aims to do the same thing for the food and agriculture industry that Elon has done for the transportation industry? Kimball grew up, his family did not cook very many meals, so he decided that he was going to cook them all himself, and he found that when he did that, his family often ate as a family instead of, separately or doing their own things. They ate together, and he enjoyed that as family time. In 2001, he lived in New York City when 9/11 happened, and he spent 2 months after that happened cooking food for the firefighters, and this is where he really began to understand the role of food in a community. In 2004, Kimbal Musk opened his first restaurant called The Kitchen, which had a big emphasis on farm-to-table ethics. He wanted to make sure that the food that he got from the farms was fresh and went straight to the table, giving him the best product for a cheaper price. In 2010, he was inner tubing and he broke his neck and he became paralyzed for 2 months, but in this time he realized that he wanted to do food for the rest of his life. He taught farming in schools. He has over 100 gardens in schools in Chicago, Los Angeles, and Pittsburgh, and he aims to have them in over 1,000 schools. And now that he's a little bit older, he understands that eating is not hard, where his brother Elon Musk actually proved that he could live off $1 of a meal a day eating hot dogs and things that are bad for you. Kimbal Musk claims that for breakfast he eats 2 eggs and a piece of toast. For breakfast it's a Caesar salad with meatballs, and for dinner it's roasted chicken with vegetables. He says that his roasted vegetables and chicken meal costs $10 and it feeds 4 people. He puts a big emphasis on the fact that eating healthy does not have to be hard or expensive. Kimbal Musk believes in scaling at the farming level, which has larger demands but increased performance. He actually has been able to grow 2 acres worth of food in shipping containers that you see on boats. Kimbal Musk also likes to put an emphasis on efficiency. Kimbal Musk will buy the whole cow for his businesses so that he can use the special cuts at next door and then sell the burger meat for his other restaurants. This actually brings the price of a burger to around $9. Musk began a chain of local restaurants called Next Door, where he aimed to get food on the table quickly. It was fresh food and fresh vegetables right from the farm, and he wants it to be sort of an Applebee's for the next generation. So his restaurant first opened 6 years ago next to his other restaurant, The Kitchen. He plans to open another one in September and then another one in Memphis, but he demanded to have a 300-acre farm to be able to get all of the resources he would need for his restaurant, and that is currently under process right now. He's also testing out Kitchenette. He wants it to be an alternative to fast food, meaning that a burger could cost $5 or a meal could cost $5, but it would be healthy instead of McDonald's. Musk started something called the Square Roots Project, where he wanted to teach farmers that they could grow in shipping containers using LEDs, hydroponics, and vertical farming. Some people are typically against non-soil growing, but that's your more traditional farmers. So if you apply this anywhere else in the future, I can see it going very far. So now on the topic of growing in shipping containers, an interview with a farmer named Mark Norton calls it the farming of the future. He started a business in 2010 and he sells containers for $85,000 each, estimated to bring you $39,000 in profit each year after you purchase them. Another company called Freight Farms offers leafy green machines that come ready to farm the equivalent of a 3-acre farm inside of a box with LEDs, vertical farming. It also comes with an app that helps you control and maintain your farming, and they claim to be able to have anyone, regardless of their education on farming, be able to farm successfully with one of their products. A shipping container that comes with that technology can grow 365 days a year no matter where they are throughout the world. Personally, I think it's great that you can grow in shipping containers. I mean, if this becomes more of a thing and the price comes down, that would be great to have people even have one of these in their backyard. They could grow all the food they would need, and that would lead to people leading much healthier lifestyles. Furthermore, I think it's a good replacement for fast food. If people can grow their own food, then they won't have to say, oh, I want something quick, because they can just go out into their backyard and get it. If kids are being taught to grow vegetables in school, that's a great thing because they'll be interested, and also through the technology that's being used, they'll think that it's cool to grow vegetables as well, leading a new wave for kids wanting to grow vegetables when they're older. And to go from something like this, a big farm, like a 300-acre farm that uses a lot of gas for the tractors and a lot of supplies for the work and everything needed, to something where you could potentially have a big boat full of shipping containers growing all the food for one state or one country even. That would be amazing. That would free up so much space on the planet, and that would let us use our resources towards something else.